Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Cody from the Keepers of Nerddom. Wanted to just take a little bit of a journey through World War I, World War II Museum, and other conflicts that the U.S. has been involved in. And some of this stuff is World War I outfits and just the things that are there. I'm here with my friend Tony. And Tony, would you tell us a little bit about these ribbons, what they signify, or what you know about them?
Well, you just have the Purple Heart, which is the highest order one of the highest orders you can receive,
Okay.
and then the various other ribbons here.
And what's the Purple Heart for?
Valor,
Valor.
injured in combat.
Wow. And so what we'll see occasionally throughout all of this is lots of injuries, lots of stories to tell. What we have over right here is a Browning 1917 machine gun that's actually, in this case, water cooled, and then would actually be used later on even into World War II in a different capacity, even like on vehicles or multiple people carrying them and setting them up. And so you're going to see a lot of amazing stories to tell here. And some of these outfits, like World War I era, right here we got medic pouch from World War I. And so then the medic's helmet with there's the cross symbol on the top. You've got gas mask. Where's the gas mask? Okay, I'm guessing it's in this pack here. And so lots and lots of stuff that sometimes we just don't realize that back in the past that they experienced. And Tony, you just pointed this out, that this was the World War I shaving kit. Mm-hmm. Is that what this all is?
Yep.
And it seems kind of silly, but yet it's an important piece of history and facts. And then down here, we were talking quite a bit about these, that World War I mess kit, as in this is like your eating utensils and plates and stuff, all self-contained within, that you'd have down in the trenches, and this is what you'd use. So is this the food container, this big box?
Mm-hmm. It sure is.
That's what we're doing right here. Look at that. And then leg wrappings from World War I. And as you can see, the outfit is fascinating. What is this? World War I dress uniform and trunk. That's really cool. And we've got a World War I victory medal. So the rainbow color is victory. Interesting. There's a shaving mirror in this little bag. I wish we could see the mirror just to see how clear it was of a shaving mirror. This is really, really cool stuff. Let's move on over here. Here's another, what we've got. Here's a trench knife. Look at the grip on it. United States in 1918.
Kids are going to eat this up.
This is so cool. World War I trench whistle. What do you think they would use the trench whistle for? Just to get attention from the rest of the crew?
Variety of things.
Yeah.
Or maybe something's happening, get attention right up and down.
It's amazing. And we got the mess kit again, it's fully contained. Here's another World War I trench knife. Just look at the knuckles on this thing. That they're going to make sure that if they have to punch you,
if you're using it, it's all out. It's on.
yeah, you are somebody's going to die. And this is a training rifle right here. So like a dummy rifle, I'm guessing, with rotating bolts, so it has some functionality, but it's not. This one was something really interesting that I really am curious about, because it says cootie comb. It's used to clear lice from the hair of soldiers. It makes you kind of wonder, when we joke around about people having cooties, that nowadays we say it for like someone being, interested in somebody else, but boys have cooties, ha ha ha. But are cooties actually lice? And it was from something World War I or even earlier? That's bizarre. So World War I U.S. grenade, very similar to what we picture of a grenade. We've got over here German gas mask from 1918. Look at that. That's creepy. That is super creepy stuff. But yet, these are the things from history that are just amazing. German soldier's hat, brought back as a war trophy. That's a little awkward, but it's fascinating to see. It's an interesting just button on the top. And so we've got also, there's the mess kit again, another bayonet. Wait till you see the bayonets here in just a little bit, guys, because this is the stuff right here. What's this belt? German hate belt. What? German snipers started to remove one button from the uniform of each man they killed and attached it to their belt. Wow. We missed this earlier. Holy cow. And so this belt has 55 buttons, signifying at least 55 confirmed kills by a sniper that they took these off of the people that they killed. So they actually went to the body of the person they sniped and went, you know what? I'm going to make sure that I have trophy here. This is actually a World War II tricycle, if you will. But it's funny, even on here it says World War II bicycle. But yet, how many wheels are we looking at here? 3. It's just kind of fun. So we've got several, and some of this stuff is kind of mixed in because all of a sudden we have some World War II stuff. But we kind of go back in time a little bit too. World War I uniform. This is a red ribbon with green in it. So Tony, do you know what that one means?
No, I need to figure that one out.
Okay. If you want to look that up while I'm filming this, USS Nevada Navy outfit. It doesn't have a label. I wish we knew. So this is fascinating. Like, it is very much like you see old movies and this is what they show. And so we'll come back once Tony figures this out. World War I prisoner of war uniform. That's very much just like, it looks like to me, wool and just, you're at this point a non-combatant and you're just stuck in prison. And captured German soldiers being marched to the rear. Fascinating. And then this is really cool. A World War I German nurse's uniform.
This is French World War II shoulder cord.
What is it?
French World War II shoulder cord.
Shoulder cord. And what's the meaning of it?
I do not have the answer for that.
And you said it was World War II? Mm-hmm. That's interesting. Because they have the label up here of World War I, so then is there a mix-up here, or did this person serve even further? Now I'm intrigued. Because it's an interesting issue of like, what is this? Now we're going to kind of go into a mix of World War I, World War II stuff, because some of these rifles were used in World War II.
It was authorized by certain military units to be worn.
Huh.
So it's still...
So it could be mixed in between some of those?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And that's really cool. So what we've got here, guys, is bayonets. And this is where things get really weird, because some of these bayonets, this right here, this is the stuff that I picture when I hear bayonet, is like a small type of knife essentially attached to your gun. But as we go, they become not just bayonets. These are like swords that are attached to the end of your gun. Look at that. Like you stab somebody with this, they're not coming back, right? They're not surviving. And these are just swords. That one's definitely more small, like actual bayonet, but holy cow. And then we've got some rifles up here. We don't have a label over here, but what we do have is a British #1 SMLE Mark I, introduced in 1906 for this rifle right here. 1906, and these were guns that were later used for like sniper rifles as well. Really cool to see that oftentimes firearms, even from World War I, were still used in World War II, but in different roles, because they were slower, but they were also really accurate. Sandals worn by a World War I soldier. Very different than what we expect today. The Springfield 1903. That's what this rifle is right here. The last thing I want to show you in this room is the most bizarre, crazy, weird thing ever. It is a U.S. Tony, what era would you say this was? Was this World War I?
I'd say so.
So we're looking at like World War I, especially from this like propaganda poster of "Have a courageous friend if you join the cavalry." And
that's when the horses were used predominantly, I'd say, World War I.
yeah, that would make sense, especially for if this is U.S. or even Canada. No, it's U.S. Army recruited, because we saw the pins up here. Sorry, trying to remember every little detail that we've seen and looked at. And there's the U.S. logo right there as well. This is amazing, like a World War I gas mask for your horse, just to keep them safe and alive as they're traveling and trying to get messages up to the front or get back to headquarters and report. So we'll take a pause right here and have some more info on World War II. So this is some cool stuff, guys. This is history that sometimes we just don't quite appreciate the sacrifices that people went through for our freedoms. I've been Cody from the Keepers of Nerdom. Take care.